Alrighty, well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I'm sorry for that little bit of a hiccup, but looks like the gang is all here, so we can get started. My name is Andrew Daphne. I'm the Instruction and Outreach Librarian at the New Jersey State Library, and today we have Kelly Rypkema, who is the Director of Environmental Education for the Mercer County Park Commission. So thank you, Kelly, for joining us today and agreeing to speak on the programs that the Mercer County Parks Commission has to offer us. Before we jump in, just a few housekeeping items to go over. We will be taking your questions at the end of the program today, but you can ask them at any time in the questions box, or you can email me directly. My email address is on the screen there. Kelly has provided a program brochure that's been attached to this handout, so you can go and download that from the handout section of the dashboard. As with all of our programs, we do have a survey that's available at the end of the webinar, as well as in a follow-up email. If you have time, please complete the survey. We always like to hear your feedback, and it really does help us as we move forward with our programming. And if you want to find all the information about what's happening with the Mercer County Parks Commission, you can visit their website. It's on this screen there. It's just mercercountyparks.org. So before we jump in, just a quick run through of the GoToWebinar dashboard for those of you who might not be familiar. This is what your dashboard should look like if you're using a laptop or a desktop. If you're using a mobile device, it's going to look different depending on the device that you're using, but all the features will still be there. At any point, if you have any problems, there is a raise hand button. You can hit that button. That'll alert me that you're having some type of issue. I will send you a message and hopefully be able to resolve that. If you're having audio issues, check to make sure that your computer audio is checked and that these speakers are the actual speakers you're using, whether it's the built-in speakers to your device or if you're using an external headset. As I mentioned, there is one handout for today. You can find that in the handout section. You can just click on the file and it'll open up a download box for you to download it. If you are having trouble downloading the handout, don't worry. It'll be provided to you in a follow-up email as well. And as I mentioned, we will be taking your questions at the end, but you can submit them at any time using the questions box here. Just type in your question, hit send, and we'll be happy to answer that. So that is everything that I have for you. So let me turn it over to Kelly.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Andrew. Hi, everybody. My name is Kelly Rypkema. As Andrew mentioned, I am the Director of Environmental Education for the Mercer County Park Commission. And we've put together a full schedule of summer programs. If you're like me and you're tired of all of this pandemic stuff, getting outside is one thing that helps you breathe easier, literally, and relax a little bit. So we would love for you to join us on our programs. And I just thought I would take you through on a kind of a highlighted tour of what we've got planned for you this summer. The brochure that you have as your handout is our full summer schedule. So that's a great way to follow along. But like I mentioned, we've just got a couple highlights here of ways for you to go wild in Mercer. So Andrew, if you could take us to the next slide. You should all be seeing a picture of the Tulsa Hocking Nature Center. That is the home base for nature programs at the Mercer County Park Commission. We are in Hamilton, 1 mile south of Trenton. If you're familiar with the area, it is near Independence Mall or the White Horse Circle. We sit right on top of a world-class marsh, and we do programs from this location and throughout all of our county parks. Next slide. We are, some exciting news, we are going to be reopening the inside of the Nature Center in July. And we're still putting together the details, but we anticipate that our open hours will be Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays from 12 noon to 4 p.m. And inside we have a photography exhibit, some children's playthings, and a turtle and a snake for you to take a look at. This is in addition to all of the outdoor programs that we've been doing throughout all of our county parks, all throughout the pandemic. Next slide. To celebrate, we're going to be starting with some Saturdays at the Nature Center with some free programs. So in June, we'll be doing story time outside in our gazebo at 10:30 in the morning. These are wildlife and nature-related stories, followed by a related activity. So this is a really good opportunity for families to get together to have some fun. In July at 2 o'clock, we'll be doing bug hunting, where you get a bug net and some time to sweep any kind of bugs into it and do some exploration that way. That's always a hit. And then in August, we're doing fish printing, which you see in the picture here. These are all free. Next slide. And they're open to the public as well. If you would prefer to have more of a private program experience that is restricted to just your immediate family group, then I highly recommend our family field trips. They are available on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, starting at 9:30 in the morning. They are $50 per family, and you get to choose from 4 different themes. You can do backyard birds, you can do forest explorer, stream life is always popular. You get to kind of splash around in a local stream and look for crayfish and aquatic insects. Or you could look for forest insects that live in the leaf litter down below. Those are all fun. Next slide. Coming up soon, I wanted to give a quick shout out. We are doing a special event at the Trent House in Trenton, and it is an Archaeology Day. We will have a table there along with some other local organizations like the New Jersey State Museum, the Friends for the Abbott Marshlands. We're going to have some hands-on activities celebrating local archaeology and Lenape history here. So that's Saturday, June 26th. Starting at 12 noon, it's free. I would love to see some of you all there. Next slide. Bike nature tours. You might look at that picture and say, that doesn't look like a bike, that looks like fishing. And the point there is that these are brand new programs. We don't even have a picture to advertise them yet. So we're excited about this. Coming up on Wednesdays this summer, we will be offering bike nature tours of our Mercer Meadows Park. So you can bring your own bike, or you can rent a bike from our new bike rental service and go on the trails with one of our naturalists to explore Mercer Meadows and see some of the plants and wildlife and history that has to offer. This particular program is available to ages 12 and up, and there is a discount for Mercer County residents for this. Next slide. We do have a summer camp. It is in person, and as you might imagine, it filled up really quickly. But in case you have someone in your family that is entering grades 7, 8, or 9, we do have, I think, 2 or maybe 3 spots left. This is a week-long camp from 9 in the morning until 3 p.m., and you just spend time outdoors at Baldpate Mountain, exploring the trails, maybe getting to hold a frog like this young lady is doing in the picture, and it's a very popular experience. Next slide. We also offer virtual camps, and our goal with this is to honestly get kids away from the computer. And the way we do that is we just do like a 30, maybe 45-minute introductory program via Zoom, where we basically just give instructions for all the hands-on outdoor activities that the camper can do while at home or exploring the neighborhood immediately around their home. And it's only $5 per child. You get to choose between 4 different topics: insects, animal grossology, which is one of my favorites because you get to make coyote scat cookies. They really are edible, and no, they're not really coyote scat. Sneaky squirrels, and squiggly worms. So keep in mind our virtual camps. Next slide for me, Andrew. And if you're looking for something that is more self-guided at your own pace, we do offer Discover backpacks. So each backpack, as you see in the picture here, is, depending on the theme, filled with field guides, activity suggestions, and the equipment that you would need to do these outdoor explorations. And the topics shown here is bugs. We also offer birds and nature safari, which is more of just general outdoor exploration. That's been a lot of fun. So, like for this bug program that you see here, you'll get the little bug pavilion on the left. You'll get a couple different kinds of bug jars, some bug guides, and a bug net. And it's just been a lot of fun. These are free, available to you. There is a refundable deposit, but when everything gets returned back, it is free of charge. All that gets refunded to you. Next slide, please. So now I'm just going to transition into some of our more adult or individual oriented public programs. And what we have here coming up really soon, Saturday, June 19th, is a rain barrel workshop. It is $25 per rain barrel. That just covers the cost of the supplies, and it starts at 2 p.m. It'll be at the Tulsa Hocking Nature Center. And with the drought that we had in the last couple of weeks, I have a rain barrel. I use every bit of that water, and I installed a second rain barrel too. So I think I'm set. But if you're interested in that, please take advantage of this program. And next, kayak nature tours are probably, I would call it one of our flagship programs. They book up really fast, and they're really popular. They are a guided nature tour in a kayak on Mercer Lake. They are $35 per person. Again, there's a discount for Mercer County residents. They're limited to participants 16 years of age and older. But it's a ton of fun, and you see things via kayak that you don't see on foot or any other way. Somehow the animals seem to they're less likely to equate us as being a human, and we seem to be able to get closer to things. So that's a lot of fun. Next, I will be leading Dragonfly Walks at the Abbott Marshlands this July. There's 2 dates scheduled. This marsh, as you might imagine, is just home to a wonderful diversity of dragonflies of amazing colors. And we will take a walk around Spring Lake. We will look for some of their interesting behaviors and their interesting colors, and see what that Spring Lake has to offer. Next, we continue with some general guided walks. These are open to everybody. We'll have some on Wednesdays. That one is called the Watson Woods Walking Club. I love this picture because this is a picture of some of our regular members of the Watson Woods Walking Club. There are many. These are just 4. And this is the type of group where it's nice because you build in some like social connection. You'll tend to see some of the same people and you get to know them. Pre-COVID, the walking club would meet back at the Nature Center for some coffee and chatting around the table. I think as things loosen up, we'll be able to start that again. And then we also offer Just a Hikes, which is a general guided walk on Fridays, and that one travels around to various different parks in the Park Commission. Both of those are free. And if any of you are involved with, a group or organization, we also offer field trips for groups. This particular group is from a Trenton-based summer camp, and you can come out to any of our parks and get a naturalist guided walk in a variety of themes, whether it's trees or birds, butterflies, reptiles. Things with wings is anything with wings, or we can focus on the Lenape people of our area. Okay. as I mentioned, all of this information, or most of this information, is in the brochure that you have. We do require registration for our programs. The only exception to that is the Archaeology Day. That one you can just show up and we'll be happy to see you. You can find more information about these programs at the Mercer County Park Commission website. That's mercercountyparks.org. And if you navigate to there, I was hoping I could share a link with you. You just look across the top of the page there, and if you go under Activities and Environment and just choose any of those drop downs, you'll see all of our nature programs, whether it's the do-it-yourself nature programs, the self-guided things, or if you want to learn more about Eyes on Eagles, our youth programs, or regular nature programs, that information is all there. So I really appreciate your time. This was real quick, but we have a variety of things for you all to be doing. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the chat. I guess, Andrew, I would need to have your help in reading what the questions are.
Yes, I can certainly take care of that for you. So thank you, Kelly, for sharing all the wonderful things that you do. If anybody does have any questions, please write them out, and we'll be happy to ask Kelly. I guess I will get the ball rolling. It's kind of a two-parter. What is your most popular program in the summer, and what is your favorite program to do in the summer?
Our most popular program is the Kayak Nature Tours. Absolutely. Those always sell out, and partially because we have some limited seating. We only have a room for 10 at a time. So that is our most popular. My favorite, I like the bug hunting. I really like bug hunting because you get to see the excitement of the kids when they catch a bug. Sometimes they catch something big, and then there's that ooh-ah moment. We can put it in a bug box, and they get to see those things up close and personal. So I just like that for the excitement factor. And then I suppose, one of my personal favorite animals is dragonflies. So that's one reason why I'm leading that walk. And I just enjoy walking around the lake, looking at them doing their various hawking behaviors, or maintaining a territory so they can find a mate. Like, they're just almost human in the range of behaviors that they have. So those are my two favorites.
How many parks are in the Mercer County Park Commission?
Oh dear, put me on the spot here. I think several. We have, of course, Mercer County Park, which is the one that everyone thinks about. But we also have Mercer Meadows, which is in around Pennington. It's one of our newer parks. We have South Riverwalk Park right along the Delaware River in Trenton. Millyard Park, which is nearby. Roebling Park, which is where the Nature Center is. That's where the marsh is. Baldpate Mountain is another one that people recognize. That one has the most, I would say, topography, where you can really get a workout if you hike from the bottom of the mountain up to the top and back. So those are several there, and of course we've got a couple other parks that are in development, but aren't open yet. So keep an eye open for that to come.
Alrighty, well, it looks like you did a fantastic job. I don't have any questions in the chat. So
okay.
Yes, thank you, Kelly, for joining us today. Now that people are getting vaccinated, things are opening up, the weather's getting nice. I really like to encourage everybody to get out and enjoy what local nature and different parks and organizations have to offer. We've been cooped up for so long that it's nice, and I know that next week I will be going camping, so I'm really looking
Ah,
forward to that. So,
congratulations. That sounds fantastic.
yep. So, but yes, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everybody who attended today. You are what make our programming worthwhile. And I just like to end with be safe, be well, and hopefully we can see everybody soon.
Yes, thank you all. Take care.